Hey, what's up guys? It's Toxic here, and today we're going to be talking about one of the weirdest items to ever go limited on Roblox. As you guys can see on the screen, we're taking a look at the outrageous Builders Club hard hat, which, as you can see, is now a limited item. And I'm actually going to refresh because I know that sounds like a troll. You know, like, why would anyone believe that a Builders Club hard hat went limited? Because when I saw the news that this item went limited, I thought I was being trolled. I thought I fell for the fake Roblox Plus notifier on Twitter. But as it turns out, I was looking at the real Roblox Plus notifier on Twitter, and if I were to refresh, you guys could see this item is actually a limited item. And like I said before, if you told me this at any point in time prior to this item actually being limited, I would have thought that this was just a troll. Like, I would just find it hard to believe that Roblox would decide to make a Builders Club hard hat a limited item. And it's not even like they made all of them limited either. They only made the outrageous Builders Club hard hat limited. As you can see, the Turbo Builders Club hard hat is not a limited item, and the normal Builders Club hard hat is also not a limited item. It's only the outrageous Builders Club hard hat that is a limited item for some reason. And in case you guys have never seen what the outrageous Builders Club hard hat looks like on a Roblox character, this is what it looks like in both 2D and 3D. But going back to what I was saying before, this is one of the strangest items that Roblox could have decided to make limited. Like, I guarantee you, at any point in time, if you were to go up to somebody and tell them that they were going to make the outrageous Builders Club hard hat limited one day, you would be looked at like you were insane. Like, nobody would believe you because it's just such a random item for someone to just claim that it's going limited. And I mean, I guess to a certain degree, this was to be expected. Because if you guys didn't know, Roblox recently decided to start making items limited again. And if you took a look at the items, it was completely random. Like, I'll actually get the list right here for you guys. The items that they chose to go limited are completely random. We have the Sinister S over here. We have the Tentacles Jr. We have the Poison Horns of the Toxic Wasteland. We have the Maker Fedora, the Maker Wrench Pack, the Bay Area Maker Top Hat. So these three are all kind of in the same boat. And then you have the Friday the 13th top hat, the Happy Time Magic Flower bowling hat, or bowler. Then you have the Bombastic Sword Pack, and now you have the outrageous Builders Club hard hat. Like, none of these items are really related at all, except for these three here. Like, for example, you have the Sinister S, which is a pretty old, item from Halloween. You have Tentacles Jr., which is just some old squid. You have the Horns, which I think came out somewhat recently, like compared to these two, like relatively recently, like I think 2018 maybe. Don't quote me on that, but it was somewhere around that time frame. Then you have the three Maker Faire items here, and then you have the Friday the 13th top hat that was supposed to just go on sale actually that same Friday the 13th, but they just made it limited instead. Then you have this Happy Time Magic Flower bowler, which just kind of random, and this was a few days after the Friday the 13th top hat. Then this Bombastic Sword Pack, again, like all of these items just are not related. And now you have the outrageous Builders Club hard hat joining this list of random items to go limited. So I guess to a certain extent, we should have expected something like a Builders Club hard hat to go limited, just because it would make sense given all the random items that went limited prior. But even then, I feel like the Builders Club hard hat would have been an extreme reach. Like, this would have been like, you were just messing around and you were just trying to get people to laugh. So you're like, oh yeah, the Builders Club hard hat is going to go limited next, And then it turns out that it actually did go limited. But moving on to how the item is currently doing as a limited, because it's been limited for about 3 days, you can see that the item is selling for $21.50 right now. And it's kind of funny because 1 month of Outrageous Builders Club was $20. And now the best price for it is $21.50, which I think after fees is a little bit under 2,000 Robux. And if you guys didn't know, if you were to buy 2,000 Robux from Roblox, it would be about $20. So the price of the item is kind of in line with what you would have gotten if you were to just buy the Robux back then. But yeah, if we were to take a look at the chart, it actually started off doing much better. You can see it started off like roughly 3,400, average price here, with almost 2,000 sold. That's actually crazy. Then 2,200, 1968 here, and then now 2014, so it's going up slightly. And just taking a look at the people who are selling it, it's in the low to mid 2000s for a very decent amount of time. Like you can see, it's just a lot of like 2000s, and we're still not even at the 3000s yet. And I've been clicking load more for a while, and we finally reached 3000 here. So this item is definitely going to be a 2K item for a very long amount of time. But, I mean, like I said before, it does make sense that that's around that price. But before I end this video, I actually want to take a look at a tweet real quick from ROBLOX themselves, and also want to take a look at ROBLOX for a somewhat related reason. As you guys can see on the screen, we're taking a look at this tweet from ROBLOX that says, "The Outrageous Builders Club hard hat is now the Roblox collectible with the most premium copies. It surpassed Shaggy by over 14.5k copies with its staggering 39,544 premium copies." And you can see a chart of the items with the most premium copies. You have the Outrageous Builders Club hard hat, which is by far the most premium copy item. Then you have Shaggy here. Then you have Gucci headband right here. You have Cuddly Koala, Gucci wide brim felt hat, another Gucci item, you know, just a bunch of Gucci items. You have the legit fedora, and then you have the chill cap. And, you know, all of these are roughly in the same amount, the Gucci to chill cap here. And then you have the Shaggy with, you know, 10,000 more than the next one. And now the Outrageous Builders Club with 15,000 more than the Shaggy. But yeah, it was just crazy to me to see the huge jump in premium copies between these three items here. The Gucci headband to Shaggy, you know, a very big jump. And this was what it used to be. But now it's also the Shaggy to the Outrageous Builders Club hard hat, which is an even bigger jump between these two. But moving on, I want to take a look at the ROBLOX website real quick and compare the Shaggy and Outrageous Builders Club hard hat. Now, as you can see, the Outrageous Builders Club hard hat has 39,876 premium copies right now, compared to the Shaggy's 24,930. However, the available copies tell a very different story because the Shaggy has almost 1.5 million available copies, while the Outrageous Builders Club hard hat has 1/3 of that at 484,000. So while it does seem like the Outrageous Builders Club hard hat is the more common item in terms of existence because of the amount of premium copies, the Shaggy actually has more available copies. And my guess as to why the Outrageous Builders Club hard hat has more premium copies than Shaggy, but Shaggy has triple the amounts of available copies of the Outrageous Builders Club hard hat, is probably due to the nature of how both of these items were obtained in the past. In the case of Shaggy, it actually was only 50 tickets back in the day, meaning you only had to log in 5 days to have enough tickets to get Shaggy. And back then, Shaggy was a pretty common item to see, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people were just like, hey, everybody has Shaggy, I might as well get it with my free tickets that I'm getting from logging into ROBLOX. And comparatively speaking, the Outrageous Builders Club hard hat was only obtained if you spent $20 minimum on Outrageous Builders Club. Meaning that the people who had the Outrageous Builders Club hard hat are people that were willing to invest money into ROBLOX. And therefore, it's much more likely that these people probably would, you know, move on to buy premium. And obviously, there's also another aspect, which is lifetime Outrageous Builders Club. It was very expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think it was like $360 or something to buy lifetime Outrageous Builders Club. And I know, like I said before, you know, that is a very expensive price. But there were a decent amount of people who had lifetime Outrageous Builders Club. And that just got converted to the highest tier of premium, you know, for lifetime. Like, that's all they really did with it. So these people who bought our lifetime Outrageous Builders Club back in the day, they still have premium. Even if they don't log in anymore or anything, they don't have Outrageous Builders Club anymore. They have, obviously, because it doesn't exist, but they now have premium. So they definitely are contributing to the amounts of premium copies as well. But again, I think the reason why there are more premium copies of Outrageous Builders Club hard hat than there are of Shaggy is due to the fact that these people who have this hard hat sank money into ROBLOX in the past, and therefore they're probably more likely to have premium now compared to the people who got a free item on ROBLOX many years ago. Or not really free because it's 50 tickets, but you get the point. Like, it was free. You didn't have to spend any money to get it. So I guess there is that comparison to be made there, and that's probably why there's more premium copies of the Builders Club hard hat compared to the Shaggy. But that's just my guess as to why the Outrageous Builders Club hard hat has more premium copies than Shaggy. And I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments. Do you guys agree with what I've said as to why I believe that this might be the case? Or do you guys think there's another reason why the Outrageous Builders Club hard hat has more premium copies than Shaggy? And also, let me know what you guys think about the Outrageous Builders Club hard hat being a limited item in general down in the comments, because that is just really strange to me. I would have never expected this. But yeah, that's much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.